Hey guys, it's Matt. Did a little something different this time. Recorded the game videos before doing the deck tech. Let's take you through this deck that we call Podless here in Modern. This is basically using Collected Company and Court of Calling instead of Birthing Pod to go infinite with a couple of cards here. A couple of different combos we have in the deck, and still be just an all-around value deck. Now my version is the budget version. The list I took it from, it was this one with I don't know if you can read that, whose deck it is. It's Cesar Sainz de Vicuna of Rome, who came in top 5. I found this off tcdex.net, and it is a pretty sweet deck. Now his list is a little different from mine, so I'll go through my list and explain my choices. A lot of the substitutions are for budget purpose. So in the lands, the only difference is instead of playing Verdants, I have 2 Deltas and 2 Flooded Strands, and that's just because that's what I have. So Flooded Strand finds Temple Garden or Godless Shrine, Polluted Delta finds Overgrown Tomb or Godless Shrine or Swamp. There's 2 basic forests, 1 basic swamp, and 2 Gavany Townships also in the deck. So Gavany Township is searchable by Knight of the Reliquary, who is just a badass biatch. She rules. She's a land tutor and a big beater all at once. Everybody knows her. Everybody loves her. She's awesome. Okay. Yeah, his deck also is playing 2. Also is playing 4 Kitchen Finks, 2 Eternal Witness. So Finks is here as part of your combo. It also is just a great value creature. Eternal Witness gets back any piece of your combo if you want to win that way, or it is just a great value creature. And what else is going on here? So birds, he's playing 4 birds and 2 noble hierarchs and 1 wall of roots. So instead I'm playing 4 birds and 3 arbor elves, and in this deck arbor elf is basically birds. You know, there's not too many lands it doesn't untap, and you know, I'm not paying for noble hierarchs, so that's why we have this. And wall of roots, I thought I'd rather have a 1-drop accelerant because I really want to cast a 3-drop on turn 2, or you know, get to Collected Company sooner, get to Court of Calling sooner. So that's why I want all these 1-mana accelerators. Viscera Seer is there for value, of course, and also as your combo enabler. So here's how the combo works. So Viscera Seer sacks Kitchen Finks or Safehold Elite. I put these in there for you know, redundancy, basically, so you have more copies of Kitchen Finks. What this does is these cards persist, right? So they come back with a -1 counter. Melira says you can't get minus counters, so they come back fully loaded, and you can just do this over and over. So you can gain infinite life with Finks, or if you have Blood Artist in play, you can drain your opponent infinitely. Anafenza, new card, does the same thing. This is like a chick deck. I like that. Powerful chicks. Legendary bitches. Legendary ladies. That's much better. Anafenza, bolster 1. So when Finks comes back, it has 1 toughness. You can put a +1 counter on it. So it's like Melira is a double negative, Anafenza is a positive. So wow, Anafenza, Melira, Safehold Elite is a girl, Finks is not really any of that. Minister can't really tell if that's a guy or a girl. Knight of the Reliquaries, a girl. So this is like a girl power deck. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, so that's how the combo works. We can arrive at this combo by courting for a missing piece. We can get really lucky and roll a collected company. We have 28 creatures in the deck, all of which cost 3 or less. It's another reason why I didn't want the red cap in the deck, because you can't hit it off collected company anyway. So instead of red cap, I'm playing Blood Artist. He had just a 1 of red cap to go off that way, and I thought, you know, this is more of a value card. I mean, it can keep you alive while you're trying to assemble the rest of the combo by means of gaining life. Also, possibly one of the best arts in the history of Magic, right? Now, his version was playing 3 Voice of Resurgence, 2 Spellskite. So let me go through some of my replacements there. I'm not paying 17 tickets for a Spellskite or 17 tickets for Voice of Resurgence. Yeah, can you believe Spellskite costs that much? Insane. So taking the heat off Spellskite is Tails. Tails can give protection and kind of save one of your combo pieces if you want. Also a good way to get Knight of the Reliquary through. Just a great versatile protection creature. Pretty sweet. He's kind of mana intensive. But you know, I think it's a very underrated and underplayed card. Now, Safehold Elite is sort of taking the place of Voice of Resurgence in a sense. It's a 2-drop that, you know, is hard to kill. You can sack it for value or whatever. So obviously not the same, not filling those shoes, but you know, for a common, it's okay. Withered Wretch is taking the place of Scooze because I'm not paying 5 tickets for 1 Scooze, Scavenging Ooze, and you know, basically it's graveyard hate on a searchable creature, you know, and it's a 2/2. It does that too. Obviously, it doesn't grow and gain you life like Scavenging Ooze does, but the other half of that card, the graveyard hate half, it does. Let's see, what other substitutions do we have going on here? Instead of main deck Abrupt Decays, I'm playing the 2 Path to Exiles. Basically, most of the things you would want to Abrupt Decay, you know, Path is gonna hit that. I guess it has the side effect of the downside of being counterable, the upside of being 1 mana instead of 2. So, you know, it's kind of a mixed bag. For matches where you don't want the paths, you know, you can board in Golgari Charm, which, you know, against control, kills an enchantment or regenerates your team, so that protects you against wraths. So that's kind of the plan with Path. At first I was playing the Golgari Charms main deck, but then I realized that getting rid of killing a big thing is more important. So if I talked about every card in here, Minister of Pain is replacing Orzhov Pontiff. I think it's just better most of the time. It does the same thing as far as killing Lingering Souls tokens or Soul Attendants, you know, stuff like that. So it does the same job. You have plenty of things that you can sacrifice, like Safehold Elite, Kitchen Finks, you know, and a bird once you have more mana, and this leaves behind a 2/3 instead of a 1/1. Or if you want to buy it back, you can just sack it to itself and get Eternal Witness. I think it does basically all the same things and costs 0 instead of a full ticket for Orzhov Pontiff. So that's where all the substitutions lie. He also has the one of Pride Mage as a searchable, you know, disenchant naturalize effect. So that's that. So again, you can go wide by playing a bunch of dudes, search up with your search up Gavany Township with your Knight of the Reliquary, and win that way, or just naturally draw it or what have you. You can value out. There are all a lot of value creatures in here. You know, nice. Just by the way, Blood Artist and Birds of Paradise do not have Defender, so you can attack with both of these, which comes in handy with the Gavany Township. Collected Company is a hell of a card. Like, I'm really enjoying playing with this card. I have another deck in mind for this that is going to be way going deep. This is more of a semi-competitive kind of deck. Like, that deck is, the official one of these is better, but I'm not quite there as far as spending tickets. So sideboard I haven't completed, and I could use some suggestions here. I felt Reclamation Sage can be another Pride Mage to naturalize type effect. Golgari Charm, I told you, is for sweepers. Revoker, you need this again. Say playing against Scavenging Ooze, you just die. So you need the Paths and the Revoker for that. And this is also great against Planeswalkers, which, seeing as most of your guys don't have evasion, you don't have a lot of ways to pressure a Planeswalker, so this is great against that. Fiend Hunter is there as Path to Exile number 3 that we can search up. Core Firewalker just stone beats most Delver and Burn decks, especially Burn. They just cannot beat this card. So Grand Abolisher is good there as like a defense grid. It's just good against control, good against counterspell decks, and again, these are all tutorable guys. Canonist is great against, it's decent against Burn, honestly, and it's also good against anything like, obviously against Pyromancer Ascension or that kind of deck. You can pretty much just cold them, ad nauseum. Yeah, a lot of decks this just beats. So, obviously there's more things that could go there, but this is what I've come up with so far. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, enjoy, and have fun watching the matches. Peace.